Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSG 81 and today I will be bringing you another comparison which is for Black Panther this time, and this is the s.h.figuarts versus the Marvel Legends. Okay, before I begin, I'm pretty sure some of you will actually have this question: why? Why these two now? Because this is pretty old figures. This is actually the s.h.figuarts for the Infinity War, and this is actually the Marvel Legends for the Infinity War as well, and they are not very new. There's been released I think at least more than 6 months now. So why now? Okay, I'll answer to you. This is actually because it's a video by request by I think around 2 to 3 of my viewer who actually requested for it. They actually asked me to do a review comparison between the s.h.figuarts and the Marvel Legends, and unfortunately the Marvel Legend which I have is only this one. I don't have the one without vibranium activated. Okay, so yeah, I know there's one that looks exactly like this one, but I didn't get that. I get this one, so I'll have to review with this one. I'm so sorry. And I also can understand why the sudden hype about Black Panther is because the s.h.figuarts has recently announced their latest one, which is the vibranium activated, which will look something like this, that you can see some picture on the screen now. And they finally give an unmasked head for the Black Panther, which I think okay, in my opinion it doesn't look very good. I'll let you know why later. And of course there's another one which is why they are so hyped, is because the one for the Mayfax Black Panther has just recently been released in, I think some of the people in Hong Kong already gotten it. So so that's why the sudden hype rise again for the Black Panther. Okay, so now as with all my comparison, I'll compare on 5 things, which is the overall look, the articulation, the accessories, the issues, as well as the price point, and we determine which one is good for you to actually pick it up. So let's begin. Okay, so for the overall look, before I go into details of each of the figure, I will talk about the size, especially the scale. This is the first time I think that the Marvel Legend actually scale almost the same as the s.h.figuarts, because the Marvel Legend usually is slightly bigger than the s.h.figuarts. I can show you why. So now we have this Mark 50 from s.h.figuarts that you can see, and the I'm sorry, this is the Mark 85, not Mark 50, from the s.h.figuarts, as well as the Mark 85 from the Marvel Legend, and you can see the size is so much difference. But if we were to compare these two, they are almost the same. Okay, so now let's go into the details. Of course, I would say I have always mentioned about this s.h.figuarts Black Panther, about the details of the sculpture of the entire body. It actually looks very good, that when you touch on it you can actually feel the texture that is sculpted on it is very detailed, and this is a web exclusive if I'm not wrong. So it actually feel very premium when you actually have it on your hand. It's not just like a smooth plastic kind of thing. I believe you can see some of the linings over the camera right now. It's very nicely done, and you can see it's very clean. Of course you can argue that it's all black, what else does it not clean? Yeah, but it's really I'm not sure how to explain it, but when you have it you really feel the wow, you know, you have the wow factor. And for this one, it's also not bad because it's also not a smooth plastic. You can actually see it actually bears some resemblance of the patterns like the s.h.figuarts ones. So they are actually doing an extra jobs for this Marvel Legends Black Panther as well. It's not just a, you know, just paint all black and then they just have a few extra paint for the vibranium. No, that's not the case. They actually have some texture, and even the vibranium, the linings, you can actually see that they also have some patterns here, so which is very good, and it's not just a simple job for them. So in this case, I would say that The only difference that I can see is the size. This Black Panther is a little bit jacked up. This one is looking very skinny in a way. So I'll place it here and I'll put the Black Panther pictures right here from the movie, that you can see whether is he really that muscular or he is actually skinny like him. So from what I can see on a few pictures earlier, actually I think this one is pretty much more accurate. He's not as big size as this guy, but for me I actually prefer him to look like this. Even though it's not screen accurate, I think he should looks pretty muscular himself. I think in the comic he's pretty jacked up as well, but in the MCU maybe he's more like this one. So in this case, I would actually say that it's a tough decision. I will still sorry to say, I will still say that the s.h.figuarts actually look much better. Sorry, not very much better, but in terms of size I actually like this one more. This one looks pretty skinny to me. Okay, so for the articulation for both of them, I haven't really do much with this guy here, but for this one I'm pretty happy that he can actually have the extra butterfly joints that you can see that I pull out from behind. It looks pretty cool. Maybe we should. Okay, so from here he can actually do the Wakanda Forever pose pretty easily, as you can see. And to my surprise, the most that I did with this guy is to pose the Wakanda Forever, and this one is also having the butterfly joint, and he also can do the pose pretty easily. Okay, yep, so you can see it's not half bad at all. You can actually do that. But other than that, I think the legs also have some pretty good articulations. It isn't that bad. So let's do him kneeling down in some, like he's saluting someone. Okay, so this time the it isn't really that bad for the Marvel Legends. This is a pretty good, I would say, Black Panther. But for the s.h.figuarts this time is, I feel that it's quite rigid in a way, although I don't think he should lose to this guy here. Let's see, he can do this simple pose. Okay, yeah, okay, so guys, this might be something new. I think this time the s.h.figuarts articulation wise seems to lose to the Marvel Legends. Okay, yep, you can't do even the simple squatting, I mean knee bending pose. You see, this can do very well, but not this one, because first of all he's losing two very important joints, which is the arm swivel as well as the thigh swivel, while this Marvel Legend actually have it. Okay, wow. Okay, so this time I didn't notice that he actually can lose to this guy. Okay, so this is the best that he can do, which looks pretty odd to me. It's not very natural, but for this guy here, he can have a very good natural pose that you can see. So in this round of articulation, very surprisingly, the Marvel Legends wins. Okay, so for the accessory, we can see that for the both the Black Panthers, they are only giving the extra hands as well as head. Okay, so for the s.h.figuarts, he came with a pair of fist hands, a pair of attack hands, but with the claws coming out that you can see, and then another pair of very similar hands, but this time it doesn't have the claws coming out. Okay, and then with a pair of relaxed hand, and I just noticed that this is not just a relaxed hand, it's actually the hands that when he do the Wakanda Forever that you can see on the screen right now. I always thought that he do the Wakanda Forever with these hands, the attack hands. Okay, so there's something new for me. So he comes with a total of 4 pairs of hands, while the Marvel Legends is very simple, only a pair of fist hand and a pair of the attack hands with the claws coming out. Okay, And I also just noticed one thing. You can see that this hand have the vibranium, but the one with the fist hand is clean. See? I'm not sure if they have forgotten about painting it or they purposely do that. Okay, and then we have the extra head, which the s.h.figuarts, they actually give this head, which is very similar to the original head, but this one you can see the human eyes, which is, I'm having this, what the
language.
Okay, sorry Cam. Okay, so I'm really having that the kind of feeling like, why can't they just give us a Ama's head? Okay, and now they do give. Okay, I'll come to that later. And for this Marvel Legends one, they actually give us a very nice head. My god, just look at it. I won't be surprised. I mean, I'm very surprised that this comes with the Marvel Legends, but I won't be surprised this should be what the s.h.figuarts should be giving us, but instead the Marvel Legend give us, and it is very in scale with the s.h.figuart as well. I'll show you guys later. Of course, it doesn't fit properly. That's why you can see the blue tag in it. But when it fits on it, it looks perfect. Okay. So what about the new s.h.figuarts Ama's head that I talked about just now? Okay. So right now I'll put the heads here, and I'll show you the one that come from the upcoming s.h.figuarts. Okay. So you can see which one do you think it looks best? To me, this one actually looking spot on, but the s.h.figuart latest one, I don't know who is the actor. Maybe it's his stunt double or anything like that. Doesn't really look like him at all. Okay, even the one that comes with the new Mayfax one actually looks even better than the s.h.figuart, but I'm not sure about when comparing to this guy. Maybe we can do some comparison now. Yep, and unfortunately I didn't pre-order that one because I think I have enough Black Panther. So I'm not sure, who knows, if I can see a really good price, I might grab that one and then I'll do a comparison with the s.h.figuarts. Okay, so right now, just now I mentioned that it actually fits pretty well, and I'll show it to you guys. Okay, so you can see it doesn't have that big head, small body kind of things, because Marvel Legend usually is bigger, but in this case, I already mentioned earlier, his scale very similar to the s.h.figuart, so which is why the head actually scale perfectly. Okay, and he's looking very good. So this is actually the main reason why I'm getting this Marvel Legends. You can see I have the head now. Wow. Okay, it's looking very good. Yep, so in this case, for the accessories, although the although the s.h.figuart is giving us more, but I think that this simple yet priceless head and Ama's head is even better than the s.h.figuarts. So I think in this case, the Marvel Legends wins. Okay, so for the next section is about the issue. So far, I don't have any issue with the s.h.figuarts one. This is a very solid figure. He have very nice, I would say the joint is very tight, everything is perfect, and I have yet to see any reports of people breaking anything on this figure, because he's very solid, and I have dropped him countless time due to I mean, I actually didn't have him stand properly, so he have fallen from very high place before, and he doesn't even have any scratches at all. Don't even mention about breaking, there's no scratches at all. This is a very solid figure. Okay, and as for this one, he also doesn't have any problem, but I do start to notice, as with all the Marvel Legends, their joints, I mentioned before, do have a sign of looseness as the time goes by. So you can see that mine is starting to shake a little for this one. You can see so it doesn't have any impact when I'm posing, but when I have him stand, you can really see that he will start to shake a bit. So as time goes by, I think this will actually, I'm not sure whether it will completely lose the grip, and when I try to pose him, it will just drop down. I hope that will not happen. Yep. So this Marvel Legend does have his own problem, which is not surprising. So in this round, I think the s.h.figuarts wins. Okay, so for the last session is the very straightforward one, which is the price point. I don't have to say much. s.h.figuarts will be more expensive than the Marvel Legend, always. I have yet to see any figure which the Marvel Legend is more expensive than the s.h.figuarts itself. I have not seen. If you guys know of any, leave me a comment and let me know. Yeah, but so far I don't think it ever happens. So this one being the web exclusive, if I'm not wrong, by now his price should be at least 3 times or 4 times of the Marvel Legends now. Yep. So yep, s.h.figuarts has always been expensive, and if you have a tight budget, a limited money to buy the collectibles, I would actually think that this time for the Black Panther, the Marvel Legends, actually is a very good to spend your money on. Yep, I would totally recommend it. But if you have a whole bunch, sorry about that, I take my words back. So even if, because I was going to say that if you have a whole collection of s.h.figuarts and you just want a decent Black Panther, you should get this one. No, this is not the case, because they actually scale pretty well. So even if you have a bunch, your whole Avengers is from s.h.figuarts, you can still get this one because he actually scale very well. You can see that they doesn't differ much in terms of the heights. Okay, yeah, so this will fit right into your s.h.figuarts Avengers with a cheaper price. Yeah, so in this case, of course, the Marvel Legends wins. Okay, so it's time for the result. I think that the I actually don't really remember the points, so let's recap with me. Okay, so for the overall look, I believe I chosen the s.h.figuarts, so it's 1 point here. And then for the articulations, surprisingly, the Marvel Legend wins for this case, so 1 point here. And for the accessories, I think I chosen the Marvel Legend as well because of the mask head, so 2 point. And then what is it next? Accessory. Yep, the issues wise, I think I chosen the s.h.figuarts because you have no problem, so 2 versus 2. And lastly, the price point, of course, is the Marvel Legend being cheaper, so it's 3 versus 2. Wow, okay, the Marvel Legends wins again. It's a close fight, 2 versus 3, but this time the Marvel Legend actually wins. Okay, so this is the result, and I'm not sure if you actually agree with me. Yep, yay. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure if you agree with me. Of course, if you agree with my comparison, I'm very happy. But if you don't agree, do let me know which portion that you don't agree on, which section that you think that the s.h.figuarts should wins, yeah, or the Marvel Legends sucks, or things like that. You can just let me know in the comments below. Okay, so I hope you like this simple comparison. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and of course, like I said earlier, just leave me any comments and I'll love to read your thoughts about it. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you love my content so far, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.